with Michelin star coming to town, getting access to these restaurants are quite difficult. So you have to book early, and and this is really the whole point to elevate the season.
Hi, I'm Sarah Fawcett, news editor at The National, and welcome to this week's edition of A Closer Look. Now, there is one thing that the UAE is in no short supply of, and that is fine dining. Now, we are firmly in Michelin star season now, so to talk with us a little more about that is our arts and culture reporter, Saeed. Saeed, thank you so much for coming in.
It's a pleasure to be here, and yes, we are right now in the Michelin season. This is a very important time of the year for Dubai restaurants, and this is fresh off the news. This happened this week. So Michelin Guide announced 11 restaurants to receive the star in Dubai. From these restaurants, 3 are new. So there are Avatara, which is a fine dining Indian restaurant, and Voco Dubai. There's Dinner by Heston Blumenthal, which is a super swanky spot at the Atlantis The Royal, which serves contemporary British fare. And finally, Moonrise, which is a beautiful, really cool, innovative omakase style restaurant in El Satwa. So you have to check that out, and that story is also available on our website.
So that's for all of our Dubai residents and our Abu Dhabi residents willing to travel for good food, which I think we all are. I know that Heston Blumenthal that's a household name to the British people because he's known for his food is a little bit wacky.
Absolutely, he's like a gastronomy king. I mean, these are you don't know whether to look at these dishes or eat it. They're so beautiful and so weird looking, right? So it's definitely worth being there. But the thing is now, with Michelin star coming to town, getting access to these restaurants are quite difficult. So you have to book early, and and this is really the whole point to elevate the season, the scene here.
And so that's Dubai. What about Abu Dhabi?
Well, that's right. So Abu Dhabi also received, its first round of Michelin stars last November. So we should expect the next round to be released later this year. However, Abu Dhabi has 3 restaurants that are awarded the Michelin star, and the National, went there, visited them all. I took this great experience, this great assignment, and we visited all 3 restaurants, and we've done a video of it. We checked out all the main dishes, the things to look out for, and we spent some time with the wonderful and innovative chefs that are here.
I'm in the wrong department because I don't get paid to go and eat at fancy restaurants, and you somehow do get paid to go and eat at fancy restaurants.
It's a solemn responsibility that I take very, very, very seriously.
You take very seriously, yes, I understand. So tell me a little bit about eating at these incredible restaurants. Which one was your favorite?
Well, yes, so there's 3 restaurants, and each one really kind of shows the different aspects of the food scene here in UAE. So the first restaurant that we went to was Hakkasan. Hakkasan is in Emirates Palace. Now, that's a really good news story because people who lived in Abu Dhabi knew that Hakkasan was the place to go way before the Michelin inspectors came. Yeah. This is a restaurant that's been the center of many important social events, really swanky events, for over a decade. And we went there, and it's a wonderful restaurant. It's an oldie but a goodie. It serves very sophisticated and elegant takes of Cantonese cuisine. The crispy duck salad is basically something to die for. It's been a popular dish for over 10 years, and let me tell you, it still tastes amazing after all this time.
So we've talked about Hakkasan. There are 2 more in Abu Dhabi. Tell me a bit more about those.
That's right. So where Hakkasan was about Cantonese cuisine, the next stop we went to was 99 Sushi, which is in the Four Seasons Abu Dhabi. Now, this is a fine dining Japanese restaurant. I mean, this is a place that has been favored by a lot of celebrities who came to Abu Dhabi. Pharrell Williams was spotted there. Steve Harvey was spotted there. So it's a place, my tip is a place that you want to go to during the Formula One time. You might, and so it's wonderful food. So it's a restaurant, actually, 99 Sushi began in Spain, and Abu Dhabi was the first outpost.
The sushi restaurant started in Spain?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, and that's because it's a Japanese restaurant with some Mediterranean, Mediterranean touches.
I love fusion.
That tapas style, the way that's kind of presented. And one of my favorite meal things to try is the 99 Kobe. It's called the 99 Kobe Sando, which is basically fundamentally a Japanese sandwich, which is basically a very minimal sandwich with Japanese milk toast bread and this thick chunks of Wagyu beef. It looks super minimal, but it really melts in your mouth. It's something that you really have to try.
There you go. And also, so if I call up now and say I need to make a booking for November, That's.
Oh yes, I mean, if you want to go there for the Formula One, make sure you book it now and come with your mobile phone charged. But I don't think they want to know. It's a great place to do from some wonderful celebrity spotting.
That's good to know. And so, what's the last one? Last restaurant?
The last one is Talia by Antonio Guida. Now, this is the restaurant. Now we're going back to Emirates Palace, and I like this restaurant because this is probably the most relaxed, of the three. It's a very charming restaurant, lots of space, and it specializes on, yes, elegant, highly priced maybe, but family style, Italian and Mediterranean fare. So the pastas are magnificent, the steaks are there. It's just, it's just really good soulful food, and it shows as well that a Michelin-star food doesn't only have to be sophisticated and swanky. You can also have a lot of soul.
Yeah, I think that's often a misconception about very, very fancy food, is that it's tiny. It's tiny.
And in some cases it is, but I think the most important thing for me anyway, going to these restaurants shouldn't feel like it's homework. You have to really enjoy the food. It shouldn't be just about, what am I eating and how do I eat it. So these restaurants have been awarded in Abu Dhabi. They can be sophisticated, but they're quite accessible.
Great, that's amazing. And just in case for people who don't know, what do you get? Because there's each restaurant can get up to 3 Michelin stars, but I think a common misconception is that restaurants with 3 Michelin stars have nicer food than restaurants with 2 Michelin stars, and that's not the case, is it?
No, I mean, in terms of, the way the Michelins are measured is quite shadowy. It's one of those things that, it's like parsing the tea leaves. You don't know what they're looking for, but there's a couple of things that, that the industry understands. One Michelin star really is all about focusing on premium products. It's all about great service, precision, and premium products. The 2 and 3 stars is all about, the personality and the technique of the chef. Now, the UAE has not gone to, now the UAE restaurant scene hasn't gotten to a stage where there's a restaurant that receives 3 Michelin stars. I mean, because this is like winning the World Cup, in a sense. So we're getting there because we have a couple of restaurants that have 2 Michelin stars. They are in Dubai, while Abu Dhabi is all restaurants, all of them, they have 1 Michelin star. So it's really a combination about premium product, culinary precision, as well as the restaurant showcasing the personality and philosophy of its chef.
And do Michelin star restaurants, are they just inherently, without question, going to require you to remortgage your house?
No, I mean, it shouldn't. And this is really normally about how the UAE culinary scene progresses. I mean, in Dubai, for example, there's a couple of restaurants that are, not exactly, they won't sell you broke forever. Like 11 Woodfire is a wonderful restaurant that's in Dubai near Jumeirah, and this restaurant focuses, on just really good family style cooking. Is it super expensive? No. But, you do have to think about the wallet, especially, in this day and age.
And when is the next round? So when do we find out about the next round for Abu Dhabi?
Well, we have yet to have an announcement on when the next round is. However, last year it was November. So It's safe to assume that the next round of Michelin star restaurants in Abu Dhabi will be awarded towards the later part of the year.
Okay, well, we'll have to have you back on then.
I will be back, don't you worry. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Now, you can keep up to date with all of Saeed's culinary adventures on both our YouTube channel and our website. Well, that's it for this week's episode of A Closer Look. Remember, all of our previous episodes are on our YouTube channel. And if you have any suggestions for future episodes, you can always drop your comments in the box underneath.